Got it. Thank you.
Hey guys.
Disembodied voice.
Hi everybody. Hello.
Hey,
welcome to the Valleycast.
Hi.
Yes.
Before we get into the meat and potatoes of the episode, I wanted to share with everyone something that I saw on TikTok that I think and thought was too good not to share.
Well, let's see.
I mean,
too good to not share. Too good to not share.
Too not good.
It's a primordial soup of too good.
So good I shouldn't share it.
Too good to not be not sharing it.
I shouldn't share this, is what I was trying to say.
The shareability of this thing that I saw is too good to not be shareable.
I actually would be doing a service by not sharing it. Just kidding.
Don't feel like watching movies, so I'll watch people guess them instead. I don't know how it goes, I think it starts with your show. Wanna laugh.
It's really an incredible TikTok, and I just wanted to open up the show with this.
I'm excited.
And Joe, if you would like to kind of narrate to the podcast audience what you're seeing, because largely it's visual. And then Elliot, just feel free to chime in. But truly, I just want you guys to see it.
I'm just gonna have a nice time.
So Joe, keep your descriptions to kind of a minimum, because I really would like you to enjoy it too.
Okay, great. YouTube.com/the Valleyfolk for you audio listeners that want the visual backup.
Yes, thank you.
Here we go.
All right, sharing the screen now, and I'm going to make this big. And
before you press play, we are starting with an elderly man holding an apple and showing it to the screen. That's where we're at.
And what is this? It doesn't really have a name. Okay, well, here we go. And here's the video.
He's also got a slinky. Something's going to happen with this apple and slinky.
So what's happening, Joe?
He's playing the slinky like an accordion above the apple. Now he has set it down. And I'm expecting the two to come together in some way. Yes, he's putting the apple in the slinky. This is a multicolored slinky.
It's like close-up magic. Oh.
Okay. He's stretching the slinky out. The apple is inside of it. Okay. He's lengthened out the slinky. The apple is rolling back and forth.
A little bit of centrifugal force going on.
Yeah. The apple's still there. He's showing us that it's inside of it. It's going up and down, kind of like a parabola at this point. Oh, it's getting real big. He's really swinging it.
He's going to stand up.
Facial.
And that's it. And that's that.
His facial feature never changed.
Why did you show that? Why did you show that to me?
Well, I just
Why did I have to watch that?
I thought it.
What?
I thought it was pretty amazing. I just had
Why did you? Why have you wasted my and everyone's time?
That TikTok was like a Norm Macdonald joke. Like it's set up so much anticipation, and we are hardwired after fucking 20 years of the internet to expect something to happen, and nothing happened.
Yeah. He's got like this little towel down, and he's got his slinky and his apple. Like he set the stage a little bit for this. He prepared for this. He prepared for this, and I don't
if the apple was going to fall out and he was going to make a big mess because he was performing some pretty crazy stunts there.
Apple tricks.
Yeah, I mean, but what do you think what do you think the purpose? And did you guys notice the parrot?
No,
there's a
parrot on his shirt.
on his shirt the entire time.
Like a magic eye.
The entire time. The more you watch it, the more giving this TikTok is.
I think this is going to be Joe in 40 years.
Possibly. Is that a goatee or is that his chest hair coming out of his shirt?
Let's find out. The music's great too. I like that he thought maybe he was doing something pretty impressive here.
This is like a talent show at an old folks home, isn't it?
And coming up next, we have everybody's favorite trickster, Joseph. Joseph McGaines.
That was great, Joseph McGaines.
Joseph, why don't you show us what you got to share with everybody?
Well, this is Juan Tortosa.
Oh yeah, Juan Tortosa.
Next up,
Which
we have
if you-
Juan
well,
Tortosa.
It's actually Juan Tortosa 15, which you would assume
Yeah.
if you're about to watch a 15-year-old or somebody
No, this is the
who
15th.
was born in 1915.
1950.
There were 14 other Juan Tortosas.
Wow.
Should we
Are
see what
they
his
all
other
like that?
videos are? Let's see this one. Oh, that's his goatee for sure.
It's a goatee. All right, this guy's dope. I like him now.
Wow, he's just pointing at his bird in this one. Man, I
He's doing
love TikTok
thumbs.
a lot, guys. Oh, whoa, wait, what about this one? Whoa, he's got his slinky over a stack of sticky notes. The
Multicolored sticky notes.
Had like a big, I'd say like a 3-inch off the table stack.
There's the
of
bird's
sticky
in there.
notes.
The bird's inside the
bird's in
slinky.
The slinky. The bird. Okay, so this one was cool. What was the Apple one then? So he knows how to make it look cool. He knows what looks kind of cool.
I think he was just torturing his bird. Like that was like, you think you're getting this snack? No, sir, bird. I'm gonna put it in the slinky.
Or maybe he's like he knows the bird wants to be a TikTok star, but when the bird fucks up, does bad, he uses the apple instead, and then forces the bird to watch and goes like, the apple is gonna be the star of my channel if you don't.
So two things. Juan Tortosa 15, I've just become a fan of. But did you see how many followers he has?
Yeah, 2.2 million.
So this guy's legit. Yeah, this guy's great.
He's killing the game. So I did want to start off by showing you guys that one, which really was just hilarious to me, and I loved it so much. But if you guys want a little bit of a palate cleanser, I have a couple more to share, and I was thinking I could sprinkle them throughout the show. But just to kind of get the ball rolling on some good energy, I wanted to show you guys this one that made me very happy. A lot of people on TikTok, for those of you that are unaware, will do like so there's like these duets you can do. So like one
People
part of the screen,
like lay tracks or songs,
Right.
and they're like, add something to this song.
add a verse to my song, and I'll keep the music going. You do your verse, and you just duet it, and then on your side of the screen, you just match up your shit to theirs.
Oh my god, I think I saw this one, Steve. This is very good. If it's the one that I think it is.
Yeah, it's kind of been making the rounds because this girl sings about why would you call me when you're drunk or something really relatable. And the people that add verses to it are incredible. There's incredible artists on TikTok. We've talked about this. So someone took that concept with this video and added their verse to the song that this user created. So here's "Don't Text Me" challenge from Stacy Ryan. And this is Bazzy, BASII_17 is the user of this one.
Oh, please be the one.
Oops.
Ooh, please don't text me when you're drunk. Ooh, or don't text me at all.
Me at all. Yes.
Space Jam DVD, 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 Space Jam DVD,
Space Jam DVD, Space Jam DVD, Space Jam DVD, Space Jam DVD, Space Jam DVD,
Space Jam DVD, Space Jam DVD.
He's got a lot of Space Jam DVD.
Space Jam DVD.
Oh my god, it's so catchy. It's so funny.
Yeah, I love it. I love it because when what you're seeing while he's saying Space Jam DVD over and over again is him just removing another DVD of Space Jam off the top of a pile of seemingly endless Space Jam DVDs.
It's like 30 Space Jam DVDs. And there's a subtle artistic change in the way that he delivers Space Jam DVD and on the beat that he delivers it, which takes it to a whole nother level. He says Space Jam DVD like 15 times, like on like beats 1 and 2, and then switches it up and then starts it on like beats 2 and 4. And it's great.
Yeah.
Do you think he did that on purpose?
No, I think he took a breath and he just went with it.
And it worked. Yeah.
Cool.
Happy accident. Yeah. Also, to note in that video, the first Space Jam DVD on the stack is actually a Blu-ray.
Well, that just ruined everything.
You should submit that to movie details.
Hey guys, I should just do one of those ones where it's like in the background and I come in on a green screen. I'm like, this video is really funny, but
I just want to. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's great.
I should start a new series called "This Video's Really Funny," but that's a Blu-ray on the top. So, what is it? The Space Jam DVD, or if I were him, I would have gone Space Jam Blu-ray, Space Jam DVD, Space Jam DVD. Potato. Anyway, all right. So, welcome to the show, guys. I hope that was a fun way to start off. How's everybody doing?
I'm good. Elliot, how are you?
Good, man. I can't complain.
Not under the weather at all? Nothing?
Not under the weather. I'm doing a dry January currently.
No jacking off?
Very fun. No jacking off, which has been hard. Very, very hard. And because back at the office, I would.
Oh yeah.
Big problem.
We walked in on you quite a bit.
Yeah.
Elliot's on another smoking break.
I know. It got to a point where it's like, I think he wants us to walk in on him.
We definitely caught you a few times.
Yeah, caught me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember being so embarrassed.
We certainly walked in on accident when Elliot screamed, "Hey guys, come look at this.
Come on in."
That's cool, Elliot. I respect that, man. That's hard to do, right?
It's been pretty. It hasn't been too bad. It's been. I mean, over the holidays, that's the great thing about dry January is you get pretty pickled.
You go ham
during the holidays, yeah, yes, and then it makes it very easy to go. No, thank you.
My thing with alcohol is when I'm bored, I drink, and I'm bored a lot. Let's check out another TikTok. Just kidding. I don't drink at all. I drink sometimes, but not a lot, and not really enough. Sorry, that's weird.
And Steve, you're under the weather a little bit, right? But you found out it's just a cold?
I had a real big scare for the past week. On Wednesday of last week, I started to feel a little trickle in my throat, a little. And so I was like, okay,
that's
maybe
more of a gurgle than a trickle.
Yeah, and no, totally, you're right. And
more like it felt like a Space Jam DVD.
Space Jam DVD. Yeah, I
got one of those Space Jam DVDs.
Space Jam DVD.
What, you got a Space Jam DVD in your throat? I was like feeling kind of not great, and then I was like, whatever, this is just because everybody's getting it and everybody's sick and everybody's talking about it, and like, everybody knows someone in our circle now who has gotten it, this new variant of COVID, because it's spreading like crazy around the major cities currently, and the winter time doesn't help, but yeah, I started to feel that kind of like, that psychosomatic feeling of illness because everyone's sick and they're like, and everyone's gonna get it, was like the fucking word of the month, the sentence of the month, pretty much. So it was like, I was just expecting it. So I was like really sick feeling the next day. I got my PCR test Thursday morning. Okay. And here's the timeline for that. And then Sunday morning, which is right now, I got my results, and I felt very sick. I felt terrible. I had a fever. I was like sneezing and fucking real bad shit. And then my results said no COVID. So I just had a fucking cold.
Boom. I know, but no cold goes unworried these days.
No, it's crazy because like I felt relief it was a cold, which has never really happened.
Yeah.
It is the new thing now where we're like, I guess a cold could be COVID, but then it could just be a cold, and this is the world we live in now. And so I had that feeling, and now I have such relief that it's just a cold, which is so weird.
I want to see what you just said. A cold is a COVID, or what was the dang it, you just said a really fun sentence that I want to see on one of those inspirational posters.
Yeah, it's like a T.S. Eliot quote.
A cold could be COVID, but a cold could be COVID, but a cold could be a cold.
Yeah. And it's just over.
Yeah, it's like I think one of the Who's said that.
T.S. Eliot, yeah. I think yeah. C.S. Lewis.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it's just a cold. It sucks.
Just tweet that.
Sucks that it's a cold.
I'm gonna tweet that, and we'll check back in on how it's doing later in the show.
Perfect. Kevin Plachy, Dr. Kevin Plachy would be with us today, but he got the booster earlier this week, and it is kicking his ass.
And he's being a pussy.
Poor dude. Yeah, I mean, it is ridiculous how he's milking it, but I do feel bad. That sucks.
Why does he keep texting us about it? Guys, it's getting worse.
He can't win for losing. That sucks, man. He thought he had it too earlier. Like, didn't he thought he had it like last week? Yeah. So then he gets the booster, and now he's it's just knocking him on his butt. Did you guys have any? I know we've talked about it a little bit. I didn't have hardly any like reaction to it, but
me and my kids have all gotten I'm the only one that got boosted so far, but every shot that's happened for all of us, none of us felt anything, like nothing.
Really? Yeah.
I just wanted to check in with you guys really quick, and then you could go back to talking about that. Is this what was said? A cold could be COVID. And a cold could be a cold. Is that it?
I don't think that was quite it.
A cold could be COVID,
but a cold
could be a cold.
But a cold could be a cold. And then C.S. Lewis.
Yeah, something like that. Is it C.S. Lewis better or T.S. Eliot?
Or if you want to go real, you could go Rilke, the famous
would that
R-I-L-K-E, or you could do Walt Whitman.
Ooh, Whitman's great.
Walt Whitman, Mark Twain.
Or Emerson.
Ooh, Mark Twain's good. Mark Twain is good. That'll reach the dummies. That's some good, like, back behind the scenes entertainment producer talk.
I know. Dude,
truly, there was an executive at Sony that would talk like that in the big all hands meetings. It was crazy. Yep. Crazy.
I remember Joe gives me that note all the time, and it's very good. They're like, it's a funny joke. I get it. No one else is ever going to get it. Okay, that's a good point.
When I got the Moderna booster, it just made my arm sore as fuck. I had no symptoms. But yeah, I'm hearing like people are finally getting their boosters kind of late, if you ask me.
Did you guys see that? I don't know if I sent it to you, Elliot, but I saw a headline. I think it was trending on Twitter, but it was something along the lines of like, I think it was Ontario, somewhere over there, but they were like, vaccine, first dose vaccine shots quadruple when the province, what did they say? They said, when they said it was mandatory to go into weed and alcohol stores. So as soon as they mandated that, the first dose vaccines quadrupled.
Wow. Dude, that's such funny data because it's not
so
something
sad.
You would know unless you were looking at that.
And it's so, because what does that say? Like the one activity that people will not sacrifice is the ability to purchase things that numb them in some way. Right. Which kind of makes sense. Yeah, that's great. That's sad.
I love that. I mean, look, whatever it takes, right? They're also saying that like they're really cracking down on like employees that aren't vaccinated at like big corporations and stuff. And yeah, what was the Quebec one?
That's what it was. So first dose vaccinations quadruple in Quebec ahead of restrictions at liquor and cannabis stores.
Yeah. Yeah. So it seems like there's like, because we're still in the infancy of this, obviously. So we're like trying to figure shit out. But it looks like they're coming up with creative ways to like not say that they're forcing people, but they're just about forcing them.
Yeah.
Can I tell you guys what I'm super excited about? That's coming out really soon.
Please.
And the Batman, Matt Reeves, the Batman.
That's not real soon though, is it?
Did you guys see the Riddler?
Yeah, I saw that days ago. For some reason, it started trending.
Yeah. You see what the Riddler looks
like?
Those
photos never look good. Those photos never.
I'm gonna pull it up for you to see.
Looks,
it.
But yeah,
from what I've seen,
talking. Sorry,
from what I've seen in other pictures, I thought I saw the Riddler. Like it looks very like Seven. It's like Seven meets Batman.
Yeah.
Zodiac. Yeah.
Zodiac. Yeah.
And I'm interested to see if it works. I'm a little worried about the leaning into the Catwoman Batman relationship a little bit too much, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm like fucking over the moon excited for the new Jackass movie coming out. Am I on a island by myself here?
No. I'll
go see it with you.
I'm totally in.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I just sat down and watched all 3 of the other movies over this week with Hayden. I was like, you'll like this. This will be enjoyable. And then I remembered swiftly how much shit, puke, and penis is all up in those movies.
Yeah, you
Oh, no, we watched them all. It helped me to educate her. I was like, well, that's a penis. You see what they're doing to their bodies? Don't ever do that. But Johnny Knoxville, like when we were young, I don't know if you guys were as big of a fan of it as I was, but like I just enjoyed like the camaraderie of the group and blah blah and just the counterculture of it all. And we just never really it never connected with me when I was younger how much and how clear it is that Johnny Knoxville is a borderline sociopath. Like
really?
What he would do to himself
and
his friends. It was just nuts, and it was pre-YouTube. Yeah, it was ruthless is a good way to put it. Ruthless with just like a tinge of charm. Because he would just be like, the way he would peer pressure his friends who are clearly having panic attacks for a lot of stuff is just madness. It's psycho stuff.
Well, and then they created this whole like subculture, counterculture of people that went off to like try to hurt themselves for laughs and stuff. And then you can even tell that the guys on the show over time, like, were forced to push themselves even harder.
Yeah. They say the phrase in those movies, especially the third one, where you can tell these older dudes are like legitimately kind of like scared and over it, but you just kept hearing like Johnny Knoxville be like, it's for the footage. Got the footage. Like, it's just like really real gross. And I still love the guy.
I mean, and that whole thing with like do it for the gram, do it for the Vine, do it for the whatever, like that whole thing, like kind of is all came from that kind of shit, pretty much.
Yeah.
But when I was younger,
we're gonna watch 45-year-old men do the same crap that they were doing back then.
As a Weezer fan, that's my bread and butter. That's all I do is watch 45-year-old men do the same stuff they do.
So I was like, when Jackass was like doing its thing in the early 2000s, it was early 2000s, right?
Yeah.
I remember feeling like, oh man, this is like bottom of the barrel comedy. Like, I don't want any of this. I don't want any part of this. Like,
even then,
like hurting yourself is even then, dude. I was like, hurting yourself for jokes is not the way. Like, I felt really like those guys are doing it wrong, and it's gonna make a lot of people hurt each other and other people. And I was like upset with the counterculture of Jackass for a really long time. And then one day I pulled the big giant stick out of my ass and I watched a few episodes or more. And I was like,
came down to earth with us mortals.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, I get it. It's just fun to watch people hurt each other, which is still kind of like weirdly, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I don't know.
Sadistic,
yeah, sadistic.
But the reason it works, and the reason it's not as annoying as some of the other people who do it or try to do what they did, is that for the most part, it was to each other
And they look like they're having fun.
And they're having fun, and there's camaraderie and stuff like that. And they would go out in public and sometimes do it to other people, but usually the joke was on their group as opposed to an unwilling public. You know what I mean?
I was just unwilling to see below the surface of what it was, because it really, and the problem is like I think most people didn't really see it for that and saw it more as like people hurting each other, and this is just going to make kids hurt each other. But really below the surface, it's like a good group of friends just having fun at each other's expense.
Here's a question as well in regards to that I noticed as an older man, because here's the other thing. If a young group of 20-year-olds started doing this, and my daughter's generation started loving it, and there are groups out there like that, I don't know if I have the capability to look at that and be like, without being like, God, what the hell are these guys?
I know, even though he's had the same thing.
So it's very hypocritical.
Yeah. What would you do? What would you do? Like, for real?
I'd probably scoff at it. I'm just older now, and I'd be like, and I would hope that I could take myself out of it enough to realize where my hypocritical nature lies in that. But another interesting point about them, and I want to get your guys' thoughts on it. It is hyper. And this is the year of like 2000-ish, early 2000s. So I still think like the society is learning a lot and becoming more accepting, and bro culture is still very, where I'm going is homophobic. This group of guys, it's like hyper sexual. Like,
right.
Like it's bros like with touching each other's balls and penis and getting naked together and putting their heads on it. And like I don't know how to say it. I don't want to say they're normalizing it, but it's like it's bros that are being very friendly with each other's genitals in a way that like back then I feel like there's so many subgroups of people that would have pardoned the way that I'll say this is just like, oh my God, that's gay. And I feel like they kind of like broke through that stigma in a weird way.
Oh no, totally.
Yeah, they were like cool. Like they were like cool guys who could get away with doing that in a way that didn't. It was like broy and like but it wasn't like frat broy. It was like actual close group. It was like the group of, it's like the Always Sunny dudes who were just like, they're broy, but they're, I guess that's kind of a bad analogy, but
no, but that's it. That's basically it, pretty much. Yeah, they figured out a way to kind of like normalize things that in the locker rooms would be like you'd be beaten up for, and they'd make fun of you for, and they kind of normalized it, I guess.
Yeah, I don't quite know where the theory is in my head yet, but I just noticed that. I don't like 10, even 5 years prior, if that stuff was being broadcast, I don't know how accepted it would be.
No, you're right. It was like a perfect time. Yeah.
Yeah, they just like kind of broke the wall of that a little bit.
Hi there, folks, and welcome to the ad portion of this podcast. Hey, I'm here to tell you about some products and services I think you might like, and if you're interested, you can click on the links in the description. It helps us, it helps you, so let's dive into it. How about, real quick, how about you kick off 2022 with a better checking account with no monthly fees? You heard that correct. Chime, an award-winning app and debit card, has no overdraft fees, foreign transaction fees, monthly fees, or service fees. How great is that? With over 60,000 fee-free in-network ATMs at many locations like most Walgreens, 7-Eleven, CVS's, you can access your money when you need it, where you need it, and also you can send money to anyone even if they're not on Chime. Fee-free for you and no cash-out fees for them. What a great deal. Are you interested in it? Well, let me tell you about it. How about you make your first good decision of the new year? Yeah, you heard that correct. Make your first good decision of the new year and join over 10 million people using Chime. Sign up takes only 2 minutes and doesn't affect your credit score, and I don't know about you, but that sounds like quite the relief. Get started at chime.com/Valleycast. That's chime.com/Valleycast. Banking services provided by and debit card issued by the Bancorp Stride Bank N.A. Members FDIC. Get fee-free transactions at any MoneyPass ATM at a 7-Eleven location and at any Allpoint or Visa Plus Alliance ATM. Otherwise, out-of-network ATM withdrawal fees may apply. Sometimes Pay Anyone instant transfers can be delayed. The recipient must use a valid debit card or be a Chime member to claim funds. Go to chime.com/Valleycast to sign up for Chime. Oh, did that make you hungry? I'll tell you what makes me hungry. Food. Wait, no, that's not it. I had HelloFresh last night, and now I'm going to tell you about them. With HelloFresh, guys, you get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit, in case you were wondering. So here's the deal. The new year is a great time to focus on what's most important to you. Whether it's saving money by ordering less takeout, from your mouth to the Lord's ears, learning to cook, or prioritizing your wellness, HelloFresh is here to help with endless options to make cooking at home simple and enjoyable. And I can attest to that firsthand. I had their corn chowder yesterday for 2 out of my 3 daily meals, and it was unbelievably good. HelloFresh delivers pre-portioned ingredients to your door, including farm fresh produce that arrives within a week, so you get convenience without skimping on quality. Skip the trip to the grocery store, saving you the wait in long holiday lines and ensuring that you don't waste your money on excess food. Oh, that is one of the best parts. HelloFresh cuts back on time spent in the kitchen, so you can spend it on your other resolutions, with meals ready in around 30 minutes or less. Plus, quick and easy meals, including 20-minute recipes and low prep and easy cleanup options, provide an even faster route to putting food on the table. It's an absolutely wonderful service. They make absolutely delicious food. You learn to try new things. It makes you feel like you can cook even if you can't. And it's they're delicious. I've truly never had a bad one. Okay, so I just want you to know that. Because if you did, we talked, you know, at this point, I don't know what you're waiting on. So here's the deal. Go to HelloFresh.com/ValleyCast16 and use code ValleyCast16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. That's right. Go to HelloFresh.com/ValleyCast16 and use code ValleyCast16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. That might sound like a math problem, but it's a delicious solution. Go to HelloFresh.com/ValleyCast16 and use code ValleyCast16 for up to 16 meals and 3 free gifts. You won't regret it. You won't. So, hey, is someone you love in a relationship with somebody who tells the same joke over and over? Don't make any Valleyfolk jokes, guys. I hear you doing that. Or are they with somebody who has the audacity to starfish the bed when they're dead asleep? Now be honest. Is that you? Is this somebody you? You can tell me. It's okay. I can't hear you. Relationships are not perfect. That's why MeUndies is celebrating our imperfectly perfect matches with their new Valentine's Day collection. Oh, I can't wait. Now, you guys know we've talked about MeUndies several times. You guys know at this point, when you look at us, we are always wearing MeUndies. I have a drawer full of them, and I've never thrown one out because they stay so good for so long. In my experience, they're absolutely wonderful, incredibly comfortable. Gifting underwear, though, for Valentine's Day? Oh, groundbreaking. But gifting matching underwear for you and your significant other? Now we're talking. Express your one-of-a-kind relationship when you match your bottom half to your better half in fun, limited edition prints. If you're single, mingle in matching pairs with your friends or fam. You can even get dog hoodies or buddy bands to match your 4-legged BFF. Be sure to check out all MeUndies super cute and super soft undie socks, bralettes, loungewear, and more, available in sizes extra small to 4XL. How great is that? So, MeUndies has, as always, a great offer for our listeners. For a limited time only, get 25% off your first order of matching pairs for Valentine's Day. And if you're a first-time purchaser, you can also get 50% off and free shipping right to your door. To get 25% off matching pairs, 15% off your first order, free shipping, and a 100% satisfaction guarantee, go to MeUndies.com/Valley. That's MeUndies.com. Write it down. That's MeUndies.com/Valley. To get 25% off matching pairs, 50% off your first order, free shipping, and a 100% satisfaction guarantee, go to MeUndies.com/Valley. That's MeUndies.com/Valley. Now let's get back to the show and see what kind of zany nonsense these guys are up to. I swear, are these guys out of their minds? If they weren't before, they are now. Talk to you later.
Do you guys want? So, Joe, you've seen the Riddler costume. Just to circle back on that,
I think so. But you guys are talking as if they gave a better look at it.
They have like it's like a production photo from the studio.
No, I haven't seen that.
They released. Oh, okay. All right. And for the audience too, who wants to see it, here we go. Make sure to check out youtube.com/ oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah,
hold on. No, sorry.
Yeah.
No, sorry about that. And that's we're close. Okay, and we're close.
That's the one. No, you had the one. That's the one. That's it right there. Yeah, that's
okay. Yeah, there.
No, that okay.
Hang on. That one.
That's yeah.
No, for real, this is it.
I talked enough about Jackass.
I don't see a difference.
Yeah. So
that's it?
yeah, that's it.
I don't hate it.
It's got a Zodiac kind of
for sure. Yeah.
vibe.
Like Zodiac meets Seven meets Batman. I think it's funny the glasses are on the outside of the hood.
Yeah, it is kind of funny, actually.
There's another photo that shows the back of his head, and it looks like that mask doesn't go all the way around.
Oh, really? I haven't seen another one.
And it's kind of creepy. He's got like saran wrap looking around the back of his, like almost like his head's wrapped in saran wrap.
Oh,
before.
weird. I don't think I've seen that one.
Let me see if I can find
That's really
it.
cool. I mean,
Oh, yeah, kind of like this. Hang on. Like this one.
Yeah, like that one. That's the one. Yeah.
who's playing him? Is it Paul Dano?
Paul Dano, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Elliot said that with trepidation.
Oh, you don't like Paul Dano?
No, I love Paul Dano. Oh, yeah. No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, here it is. Let me see if I can bring this up.
Yeah, I think Paul Dano, that boy brings some gravitas to everything that he does. So I'm excited to see what he does with it. Is Riddler the only? No.
Can you let me share screen, Steve?
Yeah. Can you? Oh, yeah. Hang on. Let me see. Multiple participants. There you go, buddy.
Are you guys more excited to see Paul Dano as the Riddler or Colin Farrell as the Penguin?
I think Colin Farrell's only in it for like 7 minutes.
Wow, look at that. What the fuck?
Isn't that crazy? So for our audio listeners, it's like he's got some kind of wrap around his head, or it's just really stringy, but yeah, it's like plastic wrap.
Yeah,
right?
so he maybe is like a real crazy person in this one.
Yeah.
And maybe there's a scene where he's like wrapping his head up and it's weird looking and stuff. Wow. All right.
Fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, because there's some pictures here that show let me show you guys this here.
But I've heard Penguin's only in it for like 7 minutes of screen time total.
No way.
Which if that's the case,
what
we've seen
Farrell said.
3.5 minutes of it. That sucks.
Unless he was lying, but because they've already greenlit like a HBO show for him.
Really? Man, Colin
Yeah.
Farrell's so good. He's in that Brad Pitt, like, oh my God, dreamy leading man characterization of acting where it's like they're just a pretty face, but then when you actually look at their body of work and you just let them do whatever, they're some of the best character actors that have ever fucking walked the planet.
Lobster was really good. I always think about that now with Colin Farrell.
Oh, I loved that movie.
I haven't seen it yet. I have to check it out.
Have you guys seen Pig?
No, I need to see it.
No, but I got to.
I need it. I need it in my life.
So you guys
watch
liked
it?
the new? I've seen it. Yeah, it's really great. It's very, very good. It's really, really wonderful.
So excited.
But you guys liked, because I was thinking about this last week with our conversation about Matrix. You guys really liked the new Ghostbusters.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
I
don't know what's
You
going
hated
on.
it?
Maybe my radar's off or something. I had a really hard time.
Really? Like, I liked the first half. Did you like the first half?
I only liked the second half, which because stuff I felt like was happening, but the first half I felt like I was like, why is this mom so awful? Like she's awful the whole time. She's like she's like mean to everybody, and she's like mean to Paul Rudd, and Paul Rudd's character is like not charming. Paul Rudd, he's like an idiot. Like he's like
he's like a little lovable goofball kind of.
Yeah, but Anyway, I didn't hate it. It won me at the end, but I was like, man, maybe I'm missing something.
Wow.
When I think of that movie, my mind immediately goes back to is I just loved the late 80s, early 90s Spielbergian-esque atmosphere that they created.
I thought it was beautifully shot.
Montana. Yeah, like it just
really great.
It was a world that I feel like I haven't been to in a long time at the cinema. And that had nothing to do with the Ghostbusters aspect of it. I just loved the look and the feel of where they were and how they were making a movie in that world.
Yeah. I appreciated a lot of the callbacks and stuff like that.
I did like that Spielbergian kind of first half. It felt really like warm and kind of like and that girl, that McKenna Grace or whatever her name is.
She was great.
She's so good.
Yeah, she was really great.
She's so good.
Little Egon.
Oh, Porky.
Hey, Porky.
Porky Pig.
What's up, buddy? Did you get emotional at any point in the movie, Elliot?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. But I did love the moment at the end for sure.
Yeah.
Real cute.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. It's a nice
it
little.
As much, but yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's got a nice little. It's a nice, respectful way to handle that. I feel like.
Yeah. Hey.
Do not complain.
That's really good. So I've pulled up some Ask Reddit posts for us to kind of just like
Let's
dig around into. Also, and also I have another TikTok to share with you guys, if that's okay. If you guys wouldn't mind, I'd love to share it with you now.
That sounds great.
Okay. Yes, please.
All right, here we go.
Bring it on up. Bring it on up, my friend. Oh my God.
That's awful.
I can't.
Yeah,
be real.
this guy's
Those
account
aren't
is
real.
pretty great because it's just that. It's just that stuff.
Oh, it's called
It's
a
him.
fart a day.
Yeah, and he'll fart for people.
This fart is for Thomas Moeller. It's from your brother Paul. I hope you enjoy it. Here you go. Hopefully that made your day.
That's so.
There's a
Do you
lot
know
of
when
them.
people? When like every generation has like that gets older, looks back at the new generation and things that they're creating, and they go, "Well, this is obviously end times." This is one of those moments for some of those people. They're just like, "What is this?"
This one's my favorite on his whole channel. Are you ready for this one?
So cute.
I love you. The best part of being a mom is
Oh, that's so cute.
I love you.
No.
just like over the like really cute. Like let's look at that. Let's look at that original
The
TikTok.
best part of being a mom is I love you.
Aw.
Love you.
Oh, so cute.
Love you.
It's just that little baby
the best
loves
part of being a mom is
loves their mom, and this guy
best
decided
part
to
of
turn it
being a
into
mom.
a.
Oh, that's so cute.
I love you.
My God.
What's going on? That can't be healthy, man. Like what?
It's really, you're right. It's like crazy.
That's
It's
like he's pooping. Like, he's not.
Yeah.
He's pooping.
It's
Someone's
not.
right. He's pooping. Ah.
This
You
fancy eyebrow burner sinus cleanser fart is for Jeff Gaudette. It's from the Evans family. I hope you enjoy it.
They're sending farts like cameos.
Jesus fucking
How does he do that?
dude, it's.
Hope that made your day. Hope that made your day.
Let's check this one out.
funnel cake, cinnamon sugar, whipped cream,
Oh, that looks so good. It's so creamy.
We're good. What a oh,
I think that's my
what an
favorite-
asshole.
That's my favorite TikTok account. You should just do that. Just making the most disgusting fucking fart while food is being presented.
Yeah.
Like that's such a new level of comedy.
that one's a little. I appreciate that you appreciate it so much. I think I could maybe hang out on that account for like 2 or 3 videos and then get my fill of fart content. But there is somebody on TikTok that I thought was brilliant. I don't have it, and I wouldn't know how to bring it up. But he predicts his farts. Have you seen this guy?
Predicts his farts.
He'll go.
Let me see if I can search.
He's like, got a fart. It's gonna sound like this, and then he'll fart.
Does it sound? Is it good at it?
Oh yeah, wait, man guesses his farts before he does them.
He's charming at it if it's the guy that I think it is. Anyway, that's the adolescent humor with farts that I like, because I think he's taking it to another level.
Yeah.
As opposed to man on couch. Yeah, I think it's this guy. Yeah, he's great.
I guess my fart noise before I do the fart. I'm gonna guess the sound of my fart before I do the fart. Part 2. I'm gonna guess my fart noise before I do the fart. Part 3.
I mean, has he ever gotten it right?
First one was pretty close.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's
a fun idea. That's like a fun game. That I could see that being a nice. I will do that next time. Just with myself.
I'm gonna see if I can get some farts for you guys from a fart a day for Joe and Elliot.
That'd be great.
Or maybe we could do one for the Valleyfolk. Can you do one for the Valleyfolk? Maybe we could do that.
Yeah.
All right. So I pulled up some Ask Reddits, which I thought would be interesting to talk about, and this one is an interesting one. Someone asked, "What's a scary science fact that the public knows nothing about?"
Oh gosh, I'm sure that's a frightening thread.
Yeah. You guys ready for this one?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
This one says, when you get killed by army ants, it's not the bites that kill you. It's the invasion of the lungs.
Oh, you choke to death on
the ants go into your lungs.
Wow, you suffocate with ants. It's like drowning in ants.
Drowning in ants.
You know what I thought you were going to say is it's not the bites, but it's the heat generated.
Oh, while they crawling on you,
like cooking you, because isn't it? Bees do that.
Bees
wasps
do that,
attack their necks. Yeah.
Whoa.
Check this out. Grapefruits completely fuck with a shitload of prescription medications.
Yes, they do. Heather can't touch anything with grapefruit.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Like if you were to offer her some sort of pamplemousse, she would be like, "No, it'll kill me."
Whoa. I don't even know what what was that word you just said?
Pamplemousse.
Pamplemousse. Yeah, that's the German word for grapefruit, right?
Like the juice, is that what it is? Is it
it's
pomegranate.
Just
pomegranate.
Wow.
No, pamplemousse.
Pamplemousse is grapefruit?
Yeah.
German. Ich liebe dich.
You guys haven't heard of the frightening German dictator, Adolf Pamplemousse?
Oh, no. Okay, check this one out. If your dog swims in a lake after receiving a spot on flea treatment, it absolutely decimates the invertebrate population.
Yeah.
Whoa, Ellie, did you know that?
I've heard that. Yeah, that's clawed ingrained in my long-term memory, but I just remembered it now.
Yeah, it says a large dog swimming in 8 Olympic swimming pools worth of water soon after treatment will leach enough neurotoxin to kill 50% of the lake's invertebrate population within 48 hours. I say after, quote unquote, I mean relatively soon after, within, say, a day, to have an effect quite this devastating. The leaching does reduce over the month, but it's still there, and the effect of multiple dogs still allows for a terrible buildup of chemicals.
That makes me pretty certain that many lakes have been infiltrated by recently treated dogs. This is what you do up in the Northwest. You go hiking in the lakes and people have dogs. I wonder. Ooh.
Isn't it crazy? Because it's like there's still so many things. Like you think about the flea treatment for dogs, like that, the whole thing, like Advantage. Advantage is like a brand name of flea treatment, but Elliot, I'm sure you're familiar with it. And the dog owners might be, because that's the one that you put a little drip drop behind the collar or under the collar or whatever. and then it's supposed to spread all over the skin, and then it protects them from fleas. But that was like a thing that was kind of new when I was like a young boy. Joe, do you remember that being like a new thing, Advantage? Like the flea killer medicine? It was like I would say like the late 90s, early 2000s. It seemed like it started to become a thing. But then you think about how like we don't know what the long-term effects of that shit is on like the ecosystem or like, you know, the like a lake, for instance. So it's so funny that like something like flea medication that's so new in our lifetimes are actually like devastating to the ecosystem in a lot of ways.
I mean,
you wonder about all the other
things. At the end of the day, sorry, what else?
I was saying one of them is I think it was Advantix. I don't know if it's still this way.
Oh, that's what it was, Advantix.
Yeah, and you could because there is Advantage too, but Advantix was including killing ticks. But if you got it on a cat, it would like kill the cat.
Jesus
so you could only put it on the dog. Or something like that. And I think they fixed it since then, but it was like, and then if you get it on your fingers, that stuff would be like the most, like immediately in your, you couldn't wash it off. It would smell for like hours. It smelled like gasoline, basically. Yeah.
And you weren't supposed to get it internally. It was all external. If you got it internal, it was real bad.
That's why you put it on the back to keep them from licking it, because it makes them sick if they lick it. So that's why it goes between the shoulder blades.
It makes sense, and it speaks to two things. One, like it's a biochemical weapon designed to kill a
specific species.
But it's been specific, like
chemical warfare.
It's chemical warfare that has been okay for the thing that you're putting it on. Hopefully, so it doesn't surprise me that it kills other things, but it also doesn't surprise me that like we're just as a now newly evolved into species of convenience. When somebody's just like, this thing does just this, we're just like, great, let's do it and use it. And you don't think of anything else. So
it's chemical warfare for the whole family.
Yeah. Once a month, have a little chemical warfare.
It's chemical warfare even the children can get involved in. Here's an interesting one.
Have you guys
go ahead.
Speaking of science, have you guys been like on the tips of your toes checking out the James Webb telescope?
Oh no, but tell us all about it, because I know it's exciting. So tell us all about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the most impressive telescope that we've ever thrown up into the cosmos, and it dwarfs Hubble in its capabilities.
Really
but
cool.
It's basically doing it's got like 400 steps or something like that it has to do over the next however long of it unfolding its sunshade, and it's all these little.
It's a process,
and everybody's just like, you know how like with the rover when it's landing, and everybody's just like watching that moment that day,
right.
Like all of society, there's like a little moment every day for this thing unfolding, and like if we get through this step, we get to do the next step.
So it's in space right now.
Mm-hmm.
When did they launch?
Oh, go ahead, Ellie.
Oh, I think they launched it a couple weeks ago, right? It was around Christmas time.
Yep.
And I just keep saying that everything's going very well. Like everything is going perfectly smoothly. They haven't had any kind of whatever. It's very cool.
So we're going to get pictures of things we've maybe never seen before, or at least at the quality or clarity we've seen before. Is that the idea?
Yes.
I would hope.
I want to say like beginnings of the universe.
Yeah, because we're really seeing like the past when you look into space, because it's still things that are dead that are we're still seeing. Yeah,
I stare up at the stars. I try to think about that. And I'm
it's mind blowing.
Doesn't I'm seeing a snapshot of something millions of years ago.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Like it's hard to comprehend that.
Here's a fun fact that we may have talked about, a fun science fact that I heard, that if it would take six seconds for us to know if the sun had exploded, which means that it could have exploded 5 seconds ago.
Right. And and we wouldn't see the result of it for a while.
Yeah. Well, it's like a lot of the things that you're looking at when you look up, they are the past, and some of those stars they ain't even there. Like you're
They're
seeing
dead,
them,
yeah.
and they're not even there.
No, we're just
there's
seeing the
galaxies.
remnants of them.
Yeah, there's pictures. What is it? The pillars. God dang it! What are they called? The pillars of God. I don't have it off the tip of
something
my
like
tongue,
that.
But I'm pretty sure it's like we're looking at pictures of them, but they're saying that thing is already gone.
Oh shit! Right.
Already just
there's a lot of stuff that's just gone.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that we could still see. Yeah,
love it. It's fascinating.
That's so bad.
Puts so much time into perspective.
Okay, ready for this? I only recently learned that when you get sunburned, the burn isn't because of skin cell damage. The UV radiation damages the DNA. Then the skin cells decide to commit suicide and fall off so that the damaged DNA doesn't produce cancer. And so they said, I'll never be mad at my skin peeling ever again.
Wow. That's more of an uplifting.
It is frightening.
Yeah.
It's like but good on that skin for falling off.
Here's something that might save a life. How about this one? You should never use bleach to clean cat pee-pee. The combination creates chlorine gas that's very toxic.
That's chemical warfare for the family.
For the whole family.
It's a little chemical. Yeah.
You just see your cat.
Yeah, because that'd be like
sneaking
ammonia.
a bottle of bleach.
Yeah, that'd be like bleach and ammonia or something like that. Isn't cat pee like a lot of ammonia?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Just an evil cat that wants to destroy your family is just sneaking a bleach bottle out from under the sink.
I've been doing this exercise thing for the new year, right? Trying to get back into shape, and it went to the garage after coming back. It reeked of urine. And I was like, what's going on? I was like, this is so weird. Did something come in here and die? And I've been searching and finally figured out it was the old rugs from Valleyfolk, these 2 rugs. And I got down onto them and they were covered, like still wet from urine. And it was like, it smelled like cat pee, but the garage doors close all the time and Goose never goes in there. And I'm baffled by what happened.
Whoa.
I'm so confused. We left town.
Sounds like you need to have a talk with Grace.
I know. I was like, great, baby. I was like, we just talked about this. You can do it in the yard, but don't do it in the
garage. Whoa, so they're just covered in piss?
Yeah. They're back where that pile of trash was that we dumped in that Catholic church dumpster. Remember that, Joe?
No, you know what? God remembers.
God remembers, yeah. Remember the dead of night when we went and trespassed on church property and threw away trash 2 weeks ago?
We made a donation. That's what we did.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
You made a donation.
Elliot and I went on a late night. If there was music playing that sounded something like this, that's what we did, and it was exhilarating and it was exciting because there's no place to actually dump things in LA. And so we had to find an open dumpster.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Joe and I both at various points said things like, let's go. And then
go, get in.
Oh, great. Because the church wasn't empty.
Let's go.
There were people there. It felt very bad about it. Now I think about it every time it passes. It's beautiful. But yeah, that's where the rugs are. So I have no idea how the urine got in the garage. Anyway, more fun facts.
So something that's kind of similar to what Elliot was saying.
Hold up real quick before we move on from PP rugs. We have PP rug mystery and we have potato thrower mystery. And I think PP rugs could be something that we check back in on. Yeah. I know you don't want them back in there, but I almost feel like if you had one in there for a night with a camera, you might catch the culprit.
What if I do that and I say, guys, come over with a camera right now, and you come over and I'm just masturbating? Okay.
Or you're just standing there with an erection peeing onto the rug.
Like Calvin.
Yeah, but with an erection.
What if it's a sleepwalk? Dude, what if you're sleepwalking? What if you're sleepwalking?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And this is some kind of subconscious thing that you have with the Valleyfolk. And you're just taking it out on the rugs.
In Succession.
and then I leave. Yeah, that's
There's an
like
episode of Succession
yeah.
where someone's pissing it, where the old man pees on the rug.
Yeah. Anyway,
you guys heard about the vacuum? Have you heard of the vacuum decay death of the universe?
What?
The vacuum decay death of the universe. Anybody heard about this? Anybody heard this? It's a true story. True story. The basic explain like I'm 5 premise is that it is possible that at some point in the universe itself started collapsing into a more stable version of itself. And once this started, the collapse spreads outwards into all directions at the speed of light. Because it travels at the speed of light, there's no way to know it's coming. You could literally just stop existing the next second.
I feel like that's less frightening because that's a possibility at any moment, no matter what.
Right, no matter what.
You know what I mean? Like just not existing. It's just like
you can't be afraid of it. Yeah, it's not really scary because you can't.
Yeah.
Ooh, what about this one? How about this one?
Jackson.
You should tell Jackson this one. There's
listen.
antimicrobial resistance.
There's an antimicrobial resistance,
which means that the bacteria are getting resistant. Okay, well, this is something he should care about. The bacteria. Yeah, well, he's going to care about it someday.
Yes, someday.
The current bacteria are getting resistant to the drugs much faster than the rate at which we are producing new drugs. So soon we'll reach a scenario when antibiotics cannot treat simple yet lethal infections.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It is what it is. If it happens, it happens.
Mm-hmm.
I got a tetanus shot, by the way. Did I tell you guys that?
Did it go in your butt?
No, one in my arm. Because of my ninja. So I got the tetanus shot. So I've just been getting all sorts of shots this year. It's like I'm a kid again.
The tetanus shot's a good one because you don't want to get tetanus. That's real bad. And it protects you for like 7 years or some shit, right?
Yeah. They were like, when did you get your last one? And I was like, I don't know. I got no clue.
I was a kid when I got my last one. I should probably get one soon.
I think I had one. Yeah.
One in my butt.
This is a very adult conversation. Yeah.
When did you get your last tetanus shot?
When are we going to get our colons cleaned out or checked out? Are you guys going to do that one soon?
Probably should, but it's, so many doctors I've avoided since COVID started. We should probably go here in a second, but I do have a question for you guys that I found was pretty good. I'm creating a very table talky common commentary-esque show over at 100 Thieves. So I'm doing the whole thing where I'm going through a bunch of questions on the producing side. And I saw this one, and I think it's really good, and it's one I haven't heard yet. So you guys have to fight third graders. And how this is that you're going to fight wave after wave of third graders, starting with the first wave will be one third grader. And
how old is a third grader?
Jackson's age, a year older, so like 9, 10. You're fighting wave after wave of third graders. You start with 1. You beat that person, then you got to fight 2, and then you got to fight 3. How many waves of third graders could you defeat before you got overtaken and defeated by third graders?
Probably 5.
They're going up by 1 integer. They're not exponentially going. It's not like one third grader, 2 third graders,
3.
So by the third wave, it's 6.
No, third wave is 3.
Okay, yeah. So I'd probably be able to. I think by the time I got to 4 or 5 kids, I would probably be overtaken pretty soon after that. But only because I'd be so tired. I probably would have used all my strength defeating.
Let's assume you get a strength reset after every wave. Let's assume.
Do they keep coming at you? Like if they're like, is this a battle to the death?
Yes.
So I'm killing these children.
Yeah. Well, let's just say for this scenario, or let's say incapacitating them. Let's say that knocking them out.
But they're done. They're out for the count.
They're out for the count. Yeah.
But some are going to die.
Probably.
Because even if
because I won't be able to know.
So let's say that one good punch straight to the head of a kid Jackson's age would probably knock him out.
Hopefully.
One good one. So if you did that like fucking 4 times, like by the time you're like to the 6th or 7th kid, okay, but you're saying you get to you get to rest in between each wave.
I'm just gonna say there's like a little bit of an energy reset that automatically happens, like on I was gonna say spiritual level, but almost like a supernatural
magical
level. Because I don't want you to be like, I'm too tired by the 5th wave. I just want to know how many 3rd graders.
I do like both versions, though. I like the version
answer
of
them both. Let's answer them both then.
Getting tired because
Jackson, stop.
with fatigue as a human and non refillable resource, I would say that I'd probably get tired. I mean, I could probably take 70, 75 out.
Before you got tired?
Easy.
You really think so? Before you got tired?
That's an obnoxious age, and that alone would give me enough adrenaline, so I wouldn't even need any kind of supernatural stuff. I would be having so much fun.
Think about carrying groceries into the house. How tired do you get doing that?
But what you do then is you drop them.
Yeah, but
Just
how
like the
tired?
groceries.
No, I'm talking about how how you exert yourself. How like currently how do you get tired going up a couple of flights of stairs?
Absolutely.
Then you're not gonna get through 75 10-year-olds.
Only one way to find out.
Because 10-year-olds have so much energy, dude, and they're gonna come at you like spider monkeys.
Is this on like a wrestling mat, or is this like in public or
schoolyard?
I think you're just outside. You could be in a field. It
Parking
doesn't
lot.
matter. Yeah.
If it's a parking lot, I'm going through 80, 90 easy. Like,
Fuck! I do not believe you. I do not believe you.
They're not going to be able to topple me, and I'll be able to topple every one of them.
No, they're going to crawl under the cars, and they're going to go, ha, you can't get me. And you're going to be like, fucking, just let me knock you out, kid. And
you know what I can
like,
do? I'll turn the car on.
God. Yeah,
I don't know. I'd go through 4 rounds.
I think if it was for my life, if it was I will only be able to live, like they'll kill me. I will die if I don't fight them. I'm getting through like 7 of them tops.
I think that's probably the correct answer, because
then it's overpower.
Knowing what I have to deal with on a daily basis with a 9-year-old and how surprisingly strong he is, and if there's 7 or 8
and they're all kicking your head and stuff and kicking your,
they're also trying to they're
live.
also fighting for survival.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of scary. And science dictates once there's 12 or more, all they'll do is pile on top of you and you'll die from the heat generated.
That's right. Just
That's
from
true.
how fast they move.
What about
they'll just
bring
cook
a gun?
you to death.
They'll go into your lungs. They'll crawl right into your lungs.
I was gonna say, how long do you think you could last if you have one long stick?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I could like kind of poke him as like from far away. Maybe I guess I could smack him in the head.
That's a fun question.
I think it's
a good
still
one.
6 or 7. Even with a stick, it's still 6 or 7. You give me some Molotov cocktails, I could take care of like maybe 15.
Dude, I can't get the image now out of my mind of kids crawling
Just
into your lungs to die.
What about like 28 days later, kids jumping over cars and like.
Uh-huh.
No,
I think the moment you're done, you've knocked out through the first 3 or 4. The ones that come after that, because they're children, will be like, wow, this guy's, they'll be shook. They'll be like, I can't believe this guy's already killed these people. That will get in their heads. So it's just as much psychological warfare. And then once I factor in peeing on them, that's the biological warfare. And then it's done deal.
Right. Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, I want to leave
Great
you guys
question, Joe.
with thank you, Joe. That was a great way to sign off from the show, I think. I also what do you guys think? Like, how many kids could you fight off? I don't know. Let's start a conversation.
What was your answer, Joe? Like 7, 12, maybe?
I think it's probably like 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
Yeah. Joe could
Assuming
take
assuming they're also trying to kill.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to kill.
Surrounded by them. But maybe I'm underestimating myself. I don't know. It's such a weird thing to consider once you actually start going into the violence of it, because they're kids, man.
I know. But listen, if you're trying to save your life, if you're trying to, live, doesn't matter if it's, if that's the rule, them's the rules,
Yeah.
I want to leave you guys with one last fart video, if that's cool.
God, thank you.
Thanks.
I figured you guys were really hoping for one more. This guy, I'm trying to find like a good one. Let me see. This one. Hang on, I just saw one. Damn, there's so fucking many, dude. This guy's like colon. It's just I can't conceive of what it must take to.
You guys saw that story of the reality star lady that was selling her farts in jars, and then she had to quit because she did it so much that it became unhealthy for her heart.
Yeah, she thought she had a heart attack, but it was just.
Do you know what she's doing now?
She's doing NFTs of her farts,
selling them as NFTs.
Yeah.
Well, God bless her. All right, here we go. This is it. This is the last fart video from a fart
Ladies and
a day.
gentlemen, thank you for joining us for this podcast. We're going to sign off right after we hear this fart, but please stick with us. Go to patreon.com/the Valleyfolk if you would like to help out funding this operation, and go to youtube.com/the Valleyfolk to go check out the video version of this podcast. And today I'm going to post an update of where we are with the movie game. It's on a boat in the ocean and should be hopefully docking soon, assuming that the supply chain doesn't suck.
Hope it's getting a good tan.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Enjoying those ocean waves. All right, you guys ready for this?
Yes.
Final TikTok from a fart a day. Here we go.
Here, kitty, 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 here, kitty. Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
What a disgusting man.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
What a disgusting man.